welcome back to Mind Body Relationship, where we talk about the mind, the body, and the relationship. Hi, my name is Emerald Hill, and this is Dr. Laurie Hill.
Hi, Emerald. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
Good. What are we talking about today?
I'm not entirely sure. Is it something to do with anger?
Ah, yes.
Yay.
Yeah, today we're going to be talking about anger. You know what? Everybody gets angry. And it doesn't matter what age you are, how smart you are. The truth is that, well, there are some things that just do not sit with us well.
Nope.
No, not at all.
No.
What's really important is how it is that you express your anger.
Right.
There's acceptable ways to express anger, and there's unacceptable ways to express anger, right? And we learn how to express anger actually in our family of origin.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, whatever it is that is okay within your household is generally feels like you're able to take that outside of your household into the larger social realm.
Right, because it's normalized.
That's right, exactly, right? Some families yell and scream at one another, and that's totally acceptable. Some families totally shut down, right? They don't talk about it at all. Some families get physical.
Yeah.
So, there's a wide range in regards to how we learn how to manage anger. So there's two directions in regards to anger. One is when it is that we're hurt or we're in pain, right? And because we're expressing our anger based upon that, right? You whacked your thumb with a hammer. It makes you really, really angry, right? Somebody says something that you just don't like, makes you very, very angry. There's another side to anger as well, when you're actually really getting something positive out of it, meaning that you actually it makes you feel powerful. Right? And so that's just a different type of anger. Generally speaking, the anger is a secondary emotion. The primary emotion is to do with either pain or fear. Yeah. So there's a number of different things to really pay attention to as it is that you start to realize that you're starting to get angry, right? I mean, the first question is it actually really worth it?
Right.
And so generally speaking, it's to start to redirect yourself once it is that you decide, is it actually really worth it for me to get into my anger right now, right? Or is it more worthwhile for me to be walking away, calming down, and then coming back later?
Right.
You think about that with emails.
For sure, especially when you don't really interpret emails the best way. Like when you're the type of person who has to put in a bunch of emojis to get your point across that this is a lighthearted email, and then you receive an email that's all periods and no punctuation marks or whatever, and you're just like, oh, this is a very cold email.
Or all caps.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's really easy to react right away, right? And so it's really good just to be able to recognize that you need to engage your brain in order to create a plan, in order to speak appropriate words, as opposed to from that place of hurt or pain. Right? So, really good to come up with some different strategies. One is to calm the body.
Right.
Find a safe and secure place, right? Pay attention to your, feet on the ground, that sort of thing, right?
Right.
What's the first thing that tells you that you're getting angry?
I stopped breathing.
Oh, okay.
I think I hold my breath for a while, and then I get kind of this heat in my chest that is kind of spreads, and it's very hard to calm it down once you get it going.
Get it going?
Yeah.
What strategy do you use in order to start to calm it down?
Typically I walk away.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I have a mantra to myself, or I try to think about it from a third person perspective.
Oh, that's really
But
good.
most of the time it's those things while I'm walking away.
That's very good. Not that you're not going to deal with it.
No, for sure. It's just like what you have to think about it. It's like, oh, is it worth potentially hurting this other person's feelings? Is it because I can?
Yeah, exactly.
Very quickly and without, just impulsively. And so it's really good to be able to say to yourself, is this something that I want to potentially, put a damper on this relationship for?
Mm-hmm. So true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a list of statements.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's read our list of statements.
Things you can say to yourself to stay calm.
It's not worth it to get angry.
I won't make a big deal about it.
I'm not going to let this get to me.
I can't always expect other people to act the way I want them to.
I'll use my sense of humor and make a joke of this.
He would like to see me get angry. Well, I'm going to disappoint him.
I don't need to prove myself to anyone.
As long as I keep myself cool, I'm in control.
I'll grow up, not blow up.
I won't get in a fight.
I won't be a fool. I'll keep cool.
Losing my temper means trouble for me because...
Stay calm, just relax.
Don't get bent out of shape.
So a great visual is really when you're thinking about the whole walking away thing, right? There's a statement. It's called people vote with their feet.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it really means that if you want to be a part of something, if you want to be there, the truth is you're voting to be there. But if you don't want to be a part of something, then you actually really have the option of walking away.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's really good to think about that, right? Because whatever it is that the shoes are that you wear or boots are that you wear, that is actually really your power.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So it's good to think about those, right? So a grounding technique is to actually really start to feel your feet. Right? People have a tendency to sort of like cut themselves off, and so they're not actually really paying attention to their entire body. It's just really up in this area. So when it is that you feel your feet, you're connecting to the ground.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then that connection allows you to determine whether or not you actually really want to be moving.
Interesting. It's like that toe exercise where you take your shoes and socks off and put your feet on a carpet and then wiggle your toes.
Oh yeah, what movie was that from?
That was from Die Hard.
Oh, that's right. And he got himself in trouble because he wasn't wearing any boots. He was being shot at right across glass. Well, really good. Just a bit to get your boots back on.
But at any point in time, he could have found a piece of carpet to wriggle his little toes on.
Wriggle his little toes in order to actually really, it's kind of like a massage and undergrounding technique, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back on the ground. So really good to think about your own boots, right? There's a song, and the song goes like this. These boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, so really good, right? To have your own visual in regards to those boots.
Right.
Right? You get to determine whether or not you want to be walking away. And walking away is an actually great opportunity for you not to get in touch with the fact that it's weak to walk away, because some people really feel that if they're walking away, it actually really has something to do with being weak. The truth is, it's actually really to do with strength. That's your power.
Yeah.
To actually really, use those boots. So it's really good just to be able to connect with the fact that that is your power, And that is actually really your sense of freedom.
Right.
Yeah. So, really good.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Laurie, for talking to me about anger and what you can do to resolve your anger or hold off on it for later.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you've ever had a time where you have had to hold yourself back because you knew the consequences just weren't worth it, please comment down below. Like this video, subscribe, stay subscribed, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye for now.
Bye.
Acceptable ways to express anger.
Yeah.
And then there's unacceptable ways. What?
Nothing.
There's acceptable. There's an unacceptable way. So some families yell and scream at one another and
No.
yell and scream at one another